very good morning, kia ora to you from Crown Park here in Taupo for the secondary schools football tournament, which has been played over the last couple of days, and we've had a bit of a prize giving first up this morning with one of the teams picking up a nice $500 from Bailey's Real Estate, of course one of the principal sponsors here, along with Apollo Projects, Caltex, New Zealand Carbon Farmer, and Whakata Māori, and we're bringing you this coverage. The teams are getting ready sort of to warm up. It's a little bit cooler this morning, but we've got a cloud cover coming across the top. But yesterday and the last 2 days, the weather has been absolutely stunning. Got teams all over the place. Botany Downs, Cashmere High School, Epsom Girls, Hillcrest, this is just some of them, Hutt Valley High School, Rangaruru Girls, Rangitoto College. We had a good game with them yesterday. St Cadogan's College, St Andrews, Tauranga Girls College, and Wellington East Girls. Spoke to a couple of the referees yesterday, and they're really happy with the way things are going. So we've got 3 games this morning, kicking off literally within minutes. And then, of course, we've got another game at 11 and 1:15. And going to be broadcast for you. You can see the referees themselves and the line touchies getting themselves warmed up. At least they're balancing that tree. So as I mentioned earlier, that Bailey's is one of the sponsors. Onehunga High School took away a nice cheque of $500 this morning. So as I say, the girls are still in their warm-up stages for this morning's kickoff.
You all good?
So we're just waiting for the teams to actually come forward. So we're going to be covering the Queen Margaret College up against St Cuthbert's College. The teams are getting ready to come out onto the field. And these games, of course, are 40-minute halves. And I'll give credit to... So Queen Margaret College will be playing in their white strip. And St Cuthbert's are showing that they should be in their black. Yeah, they are in their black attire. So just getting the final instructions from the referee for the day. It was great football yesterday by these young women. And I'd say the ground conditions that they've got, so they've it's firm underfoot, I have to tell you. So with the pumicy ground that Taupo has, it's not as spongy as you would expect it to be up north, particularly with the lack of rain that we've actually had here in the Central Plateau. So the girls coming out. So getting introduced to each other. As we say, Queen Margaret College will be playing in white and St Cuthbert's College in the black strip. See if we can pick up the numbers of the two captains. Number 10 looks like Emily Holmes for Queen Margaret. So we made mention yesterday, we was talking about the goalie themselves. They're entitled to use wear whatever colour they like. So it looks like Queen Margaret will get the chance to get this game underway. As I say, they are 40-minute halves. One of the things we noticed yesterday was the katiaki. Some great defence by all the teams that were playing. And both the all the games that we're actually been commentating on, skill level of these young ladies is absolutely phenomenal. And a lot can be said, of course, after the World Cup that was recently played here in both New Zealand and Australia. It really did bring the female side of the sport to fruition, and we potentially could be looking at some of these young ladies moving on to representative levels. It's getting a little bit crowded up in front of that goal. So this is the 2023 New Zealand Secondary Schools Football Tournament, coming to you from Crown Park here in Taupo. Just that ball going in front of the Peru. Great skill shown there by Greer Wilson, number 6, for Queen Margaret College.
Coach, I'm going to ask you to step back into the technical area. Can you keep going, please? Go.
So looking at some of the ladies playing, of course, we've got Ruby Luxton. This is for, of course, in Cuthberts. We've got Kate Denny, Ellie Evans, Hannah Murray, and in the goalkeeper for St Cuthberts is Amber Basin. At the moment, the way the play's going is that Queen Margaret's College basically keeping St Cuthberts down in their half, pretty much most of it. But just in saying that, a bit of a breakout by number 9, Ruby Luxton. Their real first attacking move. It's number 17, Zoe Davis Calvert. A bit of a shout out to all the volunteers that have, of course, making these types of tournaments work the way they do. Somebody once described any of these sort of age group sports like herding cats when you've got these numbers of teams playing. Oh, looks like there's the first puddle.
What number was that?
Goalkeeper's looking a little rejected. Might have taken a bit of a knock to the shin. It's the first goal for Queen Margaret's College. I was going to say that goal by Queen Margaret's was a little bit against the run of play, but no, they've been attacking really, really well. And the defence by them has been fantastic thus far, as I say, in the first, just on 6 minutes of the first half. Great skills by the number 10, that's Sammy Jenkinson. So the Hurura, which is a 40-minute half. As we're saying, these young ladies are showing great skill. If Anna is as good as you'll see at some of the senior levels. So a bit of a shout out for our sponsors, Apollo Projects, Bailey's Real Estate, Caltex, New Zealand Carbon Farming, and Whakatia Māori. So only the one pero this morning. It's not showing up on the scoreboard at the moment, but Queen Margaret College have actually scored a goal. So it looks like they levelled it up. St Cuthbert's College. So the score being 1-1 at the moment. So throwing that ball in is Coco McMillan, number 19 for Queen Margaret's College. Lovely skills from Ruby Luxton, number 9 for St Cuthbert's. Just getting a little bunched up in the middle there. Lovely crossfield pass from the Queen Margaret's. Just seeing if I can pick up her number, but it was a lovely cross. One of the good things with this, we've been noticing with the games that we're going, is how well the referees are refereeing. They're not blowing the whistle on everything. If it's, I mean, they're still, oh, a nice little save at the back. Yeah, they're not whistle happy, shall we say. They're letting the game flow, and the girls themselves understand how it all works. Lovely for Anna. Lovely attack there, but of course just going across the face of the goal. So as you can see in the background of Mount Sahara, score being 1-1. Tell you what, when these young ladies are doing the tuki, which of course meaning header, with a bit cooler in the air and that ball being what it is, you'll be noticing it's a little chilly on the park first thing this morning, but as the days progressed, of course the temperature's heating up, and it's been exceptionally good weather for the last day and a half or so, and of course long range forecast for Taupo is actually looking pretty good actually, so for the finals they'll be very happy. See the few of the spectators sitting down there with their nice cup of coffee, keeping their hands warm at least. So Sienna Hastings, number 5, coming on for Queen Margaret's College. Or it might be Greer Wilson, my apologies, number 6. Just one of the defenders for Queen Margaret's took a bit of a a bump to the nose. So she's just getting that looked at. So we're just on 16 minutes of play with the score Queen Margaret College 1 and St Cuthbert's College 1. I know it's not showing up on our scoreboard, but it is 1-1 currently. With the New Zealand Secondary Schools football tournament being played here at Crown Park in Taupo.
Good work, girls.
So Cuthbert's getting on the attack, coming through with number 10, which is Sammy Jenkinson, but then intercepted by Queen Margaret College as they come back onto the attack, heading downfield. Just couldn't quite get that cross in, hitting the side of the net. So as we say, the Harua, or the teams are playing 40 minutes each way. Goalie had no trouble being able to deal with that. It's Amber Besson. So a clearance from St Cuthbert's College, giving the opportunity, of course, for Queen Margaret College to stay on the attack. Oh, a lovely save by Amber. Back in the puddle. So the Katiaki is doing well for both teams, actually. They're defending their lines really, really well. It doesn't take much to open it up with these young ladies. Here we go. Here's an opportunity for them. And as I say, St Cuthbert's have managed to pull one back. So they are now leading 2-1 over Queen Margaret's. As you start to say that you think the attack's going really well, what do? St Cuthbert's College managed to score again. Nice through ball. And the goalie for St Cuthbert's, Amber Besson. Managed to get a nice clearance away. So score being 2-1, St Cuthbert's up against Queen Margaret College. So we're just halfway through the first 40 minutes of this game.
Sophie, Izzy, switch, go left wing, Izzy go into midfield. Great. Try and pull Sophie wide, give you 1-1 with the fullback. Sophie's going to wing, Izzy's going inside. You're inside left midfield. Yeah. Sienna Hastings, go take the throw.
There's a couple of changes being made to the St Cuthbert's College team. Just trying to sort of pick up some of the new numbers that are appearing. There's number 8, which is Chloe Gribble. And just in the screen has just come onto the field. I think there's Zoe Davis-Calvert, number 17. So in all up, there's about 32 teams have been participating in the New Zealand Secondary Schools Football Tournament here in Taupo. From Whangarei through to Wellington. Here's Sophie Parker, number 17 for the Queen Margarets. Little breakout, still going, managing to keep it going. A little argy-bargy, but the referee didn't see anything too serious in that. So the girls play just as hard as the boys. Not scared of putting their bodies on the line, that is for sure. Lovely little Anna. This is a very evenly balanced game, even though the score's showing 2-1 to St Cuthbert's College. But both teams playing very balanced football.
Elsie, now push close to the Talia. And yeah, watch the bounce. You can go now, mate. You can go, Elsie. Keep her in front of you.
We've made mention before about the pitch is quite firm, of course, with the pummel space. You can see that with the ball when it bounces, the height that it gets. The ground is firm underfoot. It's one of the things that makes Taupo such a great venue for these types of winter sports, because we just don't get the wet grounds going away. Lovely bit of footwork done through there, and a nice forward with the pass. Ooh. You may have just noticed on that too, one of the girls took a bit of a hard hit to the diaphragm, but the girls from St Cuthbert's College came straight up and sort of made check that she's okay. As I say, it's very competitive in the game itself, but they show great sportsmanship across the board. As I say, it is just a game, but of course when you represent your college, you want to make sure that you've made the first 11, so let's see how you go. So score being just coming up to the 28-minute mark. St Cuthbert's College 2, Queen Margaret College 1. But as I say, very evenly balanced game at the moment, but a nice little breakaway from St Cuthbert's as she's moving forward, bringing it across in front, making a strike, and yes, she did. Well done, an individual goal, sorry. So St Cuthbert's break out to a 3-1 lead. So a couple of changes for both teams at the moment. See if we can pick up the numbers as they come off. It looked like Viola Bland coming on, number 8 for Queen Margaret's. So a high-scoring game, 3-1. I would imagine Queen Margaret's College will want to be the next to score, because at least it gives them a bit of a shot into the second half. With just 10 minutes to play in this first half of the New Zealand Secondary Schools Football Tournament. Oh, here we go. A nice little attacking move coming back from St Cuthbert's. But in saying that, straight away, Queen Margaret's back on the attack themselves. As they just 9 minutes to go in this first half. 3-1.
Flick it quick.
Sorry, a little bit of a coughing fit, so apologies for that, for a bit of a drop in the commentary. Got it back together again. So Cuthbert's College leading 3-1 over Queen Margaret's College here at Crown Park in Taupo for the secondary schools tournament for 2023. As I say, the Kasiaki of both teams has been very good, but there's a nice little breakout by number 12. But that's Chloe Gribble we're seeing on screen at the moment, coming down the right-hand side. Just unable to get her crossing. So just 6 minutes to go in the first half. Maybe about a 4 or 5 minute break between halves. So the tournament runs right on schedule. And as I say, the number of volunteers to put on this type of tournament is just phenomenal. So without their help, also a bit of a shout out too for the likes of St John Ambulance who are here on site.
Drop in, so like a false 9 and try and turn and face them through the middle.
And earlier this morning, Onehunga High School took away a $500 cheque from Bailey's Real Estate, one of the sponsors. So they'll be happy. I think something was mentioned about maybe heading up to the hot pools.
Jello, now right up. Right up on.
They're playing at a pace, which is fantastic to see.
Well done, Carl. Yeah, well done, Carl. Stay healthy. Oh, we can't go too healthy. Can't go forward like that. You make sure the wingers in front of you. There we go. There you go. Well done.
Ooh, just about St Cuthbert's gave that ball away back to Queen Margaret, so they're back on the attack again. Just looking for a bit of space on that right-hand side. See whether she can get that cross in.
Good, Sienna.
A lot of encouragement coming from the sidelines being picked up on the sound effects mic.
Yes, Emma. Yes, Emma.
There we go, we managed to pull it back. It was Emma Burke, number 2, scoring that, so it's brought the score back. As I said, they needed to score before half-time, so St Cuthbert's leading 3-2 over Queen Margaret's. Beautiful goal by Emma Burke, number 2.
Can you get it? Strong in there, Emma, well done. Well done, go, Sophie!
They'll be wanting to shut that down very quickly, but at the moment, good control by the Queen Margaret College girls. Nice little slick passes as well. The kicking is great.
Good effort, Greer.
Bit of a long range attempt, but worth it with, as I say, just under 2 minutes to go in the first half, barring any injury time. I tend to find it the referees aren't too fastidious on time down, but as I say, they're letting the game flow, which is what everyone wants to be able to see. Cuthbert's back on the attack. So some nice slick passing going for these teams. As I say, 3-2 leading St Cuthbert's College over Queen Margaret's. So just under about 15 odd seconds to go to see whether or not there is any injury time put onto this. I think both teams will be quite happy with how they're going. Very evenly balanced between both the colleges. And it's evident in the scoreline as well. A lovely through pass. And good chasing too on that kicky. And that looks like, I think, without seeing the referee with the girls walking off, it looks like it's half-time here with St Cuthbert's College leading 3 over Queen Margaret's College 2. We'll be back shortly with the second half.
Being a rural school, travel is always a huge cost when playing sport at Central Hawke's Bay College. With the funding from Apollo projects, we've been able to lower travel costs to allow more students to participate in secondary school competitions. Where families have more than one child participating in sport and participating in more than one sport, the financial impact can be huge. Thank you to Apollo projects for the huge difference you have made to our students' participation levels in sport.
A big thank you to Apollo Projects for providing the funding to have Apollo run this program. Not only for us, but all the other schools. It makes a big difference to get some kids more active. The funding from Apollo has been spread across 14 team trips this year. It's been a big help to them, and they're really appreciative of Apollo for being able to provide it for us.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This isn't about long-distance calling, technology, or living overseas.
Do I have one more bid? Thank you. We're going to go once. We're going twice. And we are sold to the Kiwi phone bidder from Manchester.
It's about Bailey's finding buyers that others can't. This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
No time to fluff around today? No worries. Just swing into Caltex and pay for fuel with Pay an App to speed on through. Ooh, yeah. Feels good. Use it at your local participating Caltex.
Want to catch a fuel bargain with Caltex and Supergold? Scan your Caltex app, Flybuys or Airpoints for 6 cents off per litre with Pumped. And show your Supergold card for an extra 2 cents off. Ah, feels good.
I just want to thank New Zealand Carbon Farming for taking the initiative and supporting schools like ours.
It's really important they have that outlet to come to kura for another reason other than curriculum, and for some reason in our water our kids just breathe sport, and having that resource here makes life that much more enjoyable and they can keep doing what they're good at.
Having this funding, being able to use it specifically targeting sport is hugely beneficial.
So sponsorship from New Zealand Carbon Farming has been fantastic for our sports teams actually who went away to tournament week. We're a community who's driven by sport, but often money and the cost of travel, accommodation and uniform can be a barrier for some of our students. And to come out with a new uniform for a number of sports, particularly our basketball teams who've been away at nationals, has been uplifting for the students and for our community. The support from Carbon Farming has been wonderful.
Without them, then we wouldn't look like this.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.
T23 secondary schools competition for football, women's football, college football, and it's been absolutely great watching it this morning with St Cuthbert's College leading 3-2 over Queen Margaret College. And of course a big shout out to our sponsors Apollo Projects, Bailey's Caltex, New Zealand Carbon Farming, and Whakatau Māori. And we're enjoying watching this game, as I say, with the 3-2 with the score. Very balanced, really balanced with the girls this morning. Great conditions underfoot. It's nice and firm, and I think everyone's happy. So there's your team lists for St Cuthbert's College. Ellen Thompson, Chloe Gribble, Ruby Luxton, Sammy Jenkinson, Rachel Wagner, Olivia Gillingham, Annabelle Hockett's, Zoe Davis-Calvert, Ella Campbell, Katie Denny, Catherine Fanili, Ellie Evans, Samelia Carvney, Alia Polvelt, and Hannah Murray, along with Amber Bason, who, of course, she is, Bassoon, I should say, she is the goalie. And then on Queen Margaret College's Emma Burke, Sienna Hastings, Greer Wilson, Viola Bland, Nellie Buckle, Emily Holmes, as you can see, Isabel Lee Carpenter, Ruby Carmen, Ellie Nuns, Ava Doddridge, Sophie Parker, Coco McMillan, Talia Doig, Elsie Rumble-Smith, and of course Isabel Mosier, as the teams come back onto the field for the second half. Now these haurua are 40 minutes each way. So yeah, they don't get a lot of cool-down time, which is actually really good. But very even balanced game, even though the scoreline is showing 3-2. So St Cuthbert's College and Queen Margaret both scored quite early in the piece, and then St Cuthbert's actually took a bit of a lead out there, but Queen Margaret College managed to pull one back just before the first half was over. The Katiaki has been absolutely brilliant. They're defending across the paddock. Sometimes feel they get a little bit sort of closed in. Gets a little bit messy, but then, as I say, the skill level that these young girls are showing is phenomenal. There is Ellie Noons, number 14, for Queen Margaret College. It's a bit of an example of it there, where they sort of getting themselves a little bunched up. But here's an attacking move by St Cuthbert's. Of course, they're playing from right to left, as you see it on screen, down towards that building you can see in the background. So, of course, we've gone from the 32 teams at the beginning of the tournament. We're now sort of getting to the sharp end of the week of football. Finals, of course, tomorrow. So Queen Margaret, of course, playing in the white strip. St Cuthbert's College in black. So Talia Doig, number 20, Queen Margaret College. So those parents or caregivers of the whānau that couldn't make it here to Taupo for the tournament, glad you're enjoying being able to watch it. Whakatau Māori. shot on goal, which was unsuccessful. As I say, 5 puru on the first half was pretty good going, 5 in total. Lovely run down that left-hand side. Can she get the cross in? Showing some great skill and footwork. There's the cross, but into the side of the net. Great skill shown by number 14, Olivia Gillingham, just managing to keep herself between the opposition and controlling the ball herself. Again, another good run down. I think that's Ellie. And well saved by the goalkeeper. Got a little confusing for a second with that second ball appearing on the field, but it didn't seem to faze the young ladies. They kept moving it. And number 10 for St Cuthbert's, Olivia Gillingham. So another whānau coming up on the far post.
Put her in a right back, please. Right back in it. I'd say the same thing. Yeah. Set up a wall. I need follow in. The last defender. You're out inside the box. Follow it in, Izzy. Follow it in, Nelly.
Referee just making sure that the defensive wall is around that 10-metre mark, back from where the free kick's going to be given. Good attempt as that Kiki just went across the front of the goal. So if you're just joining with the broadcast, Queen Margaret College is playing in the white strip and St Cuthbert's in the black.
John Izzy. Greer, in swinger. Get on the corner, on the corner. Greer, get on the corner. Take it, you're an in swinger.
So we've got more games, of course, coming in today. Next game around 11 o'clock, then 1:15, and again. So plenty of action coming to you from Crown Park here in Taupo for the 2023 New Zealand Secondary Schools Football Tournament. Oh, a lovely Kiki through there, just managing, oh, but well defended too as well. But look at the ball skills that this young lady is demonstrating as she gets a through ball, but no one able to be there to meet it. So these defenders have come back. Some of these numbers aren't corresponding, but we're doing our best to sort of work through. There's number 10, that's Sammy Jenkinson, St Cuthbert's. As I say, some great kayateaki.
Yeah, excuse me, something's happened up here.
Couple of changes going in there, so that's Ruby Luxton, number 9, coming back onto the field.
Come off. Back here.
And number 26, that looks like Alia Palatov. Number 29 is Hannah Murray, just down at the bottom of the screen.
Good, Stina, good thinking.
So no score in the second half, still remains 3-2 to St Cuthbert's College over Queen Margaret College. So currently there's 3 games being played here at Crown Park. So they get through it pretty quickly. As I say, 32 teams in total began the tournament. Getting to the sharp end now. Well, this could open up a little bit more if they can get this cross in. Just looking at a little bit of support. Oh, managed to do some nice footwork there. Get it across goal. Ooh, well saved there. Referee didn't see anything wrong in that challenge. It appeared to just be more of a slip.
Running around behind her, trying to run behind her. Well done, Sienna. Go, Sienna. Go, I'll get it.
Go, Sienna. Go on, nice, Greer.
Some good defending going on with these both these teams, throwing themselves on the line for it and showing great skill as well. That's number 4, Ellie Nunes.
Go, Izzy.
A bit of a fumble by the goalie, but managed to hang on to it. Showing a great bit of speed to get across, but just not managed to hold on to it before it went across the sideline.
Sorry, mixed up.
Look for it now. I saw any great turn.
Go.
That was Zoe Davis-Calvert, number 17, showing that she wasn't going to give that ball away in a hurry. So just on 16 minutes coming up on this half. Of course, 40-minute halves at this tournament. Looks like a bit of a change as well going on for Queen Margaret College. And also for St Cuthbert's, number 14 is Olivia Gillingham. So all these girls are getting a chance to be on the field. They're not full substitutions per se, just that teams are able to mix and match their playing roster. Chasing hard for that one, that was for sure. Seems to be that Queen Margaret College being on the attack a little bit more in the second half. Thus far with 17.5 minutes gone in the New Zealand Secondary Schools football tournament, coming to you from Crown Park here in Taupo on an absolutely spectacular winter's day. Clear blue skies. A bit cooler for the spectators sitting at the park itself, but we've got absolutely no wind. A lovely kiki going through there, but again it's been thwarted by the Queen Margaret defence. Well, this could be trouble, but so Sienna Aberdeen, the goalie for Queen Margaret College, did very well. She was under a lot of pressure actually as the Cuthbert College girls were coming through in numbers. She held her ground.
Millie, Toto, go right full back.
That's Hannah Murray just in the camera shot with the ball in hand, ready to throw it. And coming on is Annabelle Horrocks. Just unable to keep control of that ball. So Queen Margaret College get to start again.
Go, take it.
And this could be interesting. It could be very interesting. That was number 9, I think, Ruby Luxton for St Cuthbert's College. Taking it out to a 4-2 lead. You can see that opening up very, very quickly, and she took advantage. She didn't muck around them. Again, Ruby Luxton. Lovely run by Emma Burke, number 2 for Queen Margaret College.
Get honest, QM.
The referees brought them back for something, which I'm sorry I couldn't quite pick up on. So our sponsors, of course, Apollo Projects, Bailey's, Caltex, New Zealand Carbon Farming. So Whakata Māori, bringing you this live broadcast from Crown Park in Taupo. Here's another attacking move. Again, by Ruby Luxton, number 9, but was dispossessed of the ball. Great defending. The katiaki of both teams has been exceptionally good. Quite happy to throw themselves on bodies on the line. Number 14, Olivia Gillingham, just taken down on that tackle.
Ruby.
So just over halfway for the second half of this game.
Stand on each post. Get someone else.
So a penalty has been awarded. Referee's just, I think, telling the young ladies to probably just keep your hand up a little bit. And straight over the crossbar, unfortunately. So just a couple of changes going on for St Cuthbert's. Coming back, number 10, which is Sammy Jenkinson.
Let's go, QM. Come on, we can get 2 more. We've still got 16.
So around 16 minutes to play in the second half. Queen Margaret's going to need to put 2 in net. And so the Cuthberts, I think, are just going to try and restrict them as much as they possibly can. But as I say, it's been a reasonably even match when you look at it in its whole. But as I say, St Cuthbert's just able to get the right openings at the right time. So it was Sienna Aberdeen, the goalie for Queen Margaret College.
Good, Emma.
Now this could be interesting, could open up. Just a little bit too much weight in that one. So Amber Basson was able to get through that quite nicely and protect her goal.
Go on, Eva. Go on.
So again, an attacking move. Referee didn't see anything wrong with that. Just the two players themselves just sort of running into each other more than anything that was deserving of a penalty. Oh, lovely skills by Emma Burke, number 2. So the pressure starting to probably build with around 13 minutes to go for Queen Margaret College. Trailing 4-2. Oh, a lovely trap. Just a little bit too much heat on that one with the through ball, but you can sort of see where they were heading with that one. As I say, Queen Margaret really needing to score next with just the clock ticking away, 12 minutes to go. You could probably picked up on the effects, Mike, that one of the coaches for Queen Margaret College is saying, look, just over 10 minutes to go, girls. It's not over yet. A lot can happen in that 10 minutes. And I would just imagine that St Cuthbert's will be quite happy to run the clock down a little bit. No rush to get it back into play. So there, Katiaki is doing very, very well with Queen Margaret as well, just trying to sort of keep it away from their goal, trying to just limit the amount of space that they're giving St Cuthbert's College.
Emma go left wing. Yeah.
So a few changes going around with the 10-minute to go. Just a little bit off target with those. But it ain't through the lack of trying, I have to say. And the skill level, as you've been noticing on your screen, of these young ladies is exceptionally good. Yeah, I would imagine over the whole tournament it won't be that long that we'll start seeing a few of these ladies making representative teams. And after the success of the World Cup just recently here, both here and in Australia, a few of these young women, I would say, would be aspiring to make the national side. On the games that we've been covering, it's great to see that the teams themselves are playing hard, playing fair. Oh, a lovely forward ball and great control. You can see how she's just looking now for her teammates to come through and give her a hand. Just a slight little juggle. So the clock is ticking down. I'm sure that Queen Margaret would love to be able to get one more goal in the net. But some Cuthberts are saying, I don't think so. So a current score, of course, 4-2 with just around 7 minutes to play. It was Olivia Gillingham again, number 14. She's got some great skill. So this could be the last throw of the dice for Queen Margaret, with a couple of changes coming onto the field. It's number 24, Samaya Carvney. Oh, great skills being shown here. Still managing to retain it. Oh, well saved. That was at close range too. It's Sienna Aberdeen. So I think the time is just ticking by a little bit too quick for the Queen Margaret College girls, trailing 4-2 at the moment. It's going to take a big ask to get them through to levelling the scores up. Got another change coming up as well. Number 15 is Ava Doddridge, Queen Margaret College. Made mention before that the Katiaki is on both teams has been very, very good. Oh, here we go. Yep, look, St Cuthbert's College scored again, so that pushes them out to 5-2 over Queen Margaret College. So with just around 4 minutes to go, St Cuthbert's College out to a 5-2 lead. So that'll be disappointing for Queen Margaret College. They were sort of holding it out, but of course you play the full 40 or the full 80 minutes, and Cuthbert's College out to a 5-2 lead in the secondary schools football tournament here at Crown Park in Taupo, with just around 2.5, 3 minutes to go, barring any injury time that may be added on. And that's a lovely run as well. Number 6, that's Greer Wilson. So we're down to that last 1.5 minutes to go. St Cuthbert's College leading 5-2. So this could be literally the last play of the day. So not quite where they wanted it to go as we roll over to that 40-minute moment. So I would say that probably the next time the referee will blow the whistle, it'll be for the half-time. With the score, as it's not showing on the scoreboard at the moment, but St Cuthbert's College is 5-2 ahead. And it looks like it is the referee blown full-time. She sure has. So 5-2, St Cuthbert's College over Queen Margaret College in the final for the New Zealand Secondary Schools football tournament. So as we say here at Crown Park in Taupo for the Secondary Schools football tournament, I think St Cuthbert's are very happy with a 5-2 scoreline. So as I say, the score not showing, but it's 5-2. And they're very happy, St Cuthbert's College. So we'll be taking a wee break. So as I say, we have other games coming up this morning and again this afternoon. So we'll be back shortly at around 11 o'clock, which is not that far away actually, just 10 minutes. A big shout out to our sponsors, Apollo Projects, Bailey's, Caltex, New Zealand Carbon Farming and Whakata Māori.